Why she thinks she can predict her future and list all the things she wants to do before she dies. Why the grandparents want to sue the social service for their grandchild's death. What's going on with this family? Why the elementary teacher didn't see her pick up her kids after 6 p.m. What happened to her? The neighbor told people that she saw where she went after last night. Is that the truth?
Covering all my bases, making sure that if something happens to me or my family or all of us, that our assets are documented. Hope everything works out and we're all happy and live happily ever after as much as that's possible.
Susan was very, very sexual with me. She was very flirtatious. I mean, I'm her father-in-law, and she would do a lot of things I mean, she was just, she did it, I did. I mean, we interacted in a lot of sexual ways.
That Friday night, after 6 p.m., the teacher from elementary school still waiting for the mother to pick up their young child from the elementary school, but the mother never showed up. The teacher has no choice but to contact the husband. However, the husband didn't pick up the phone. Just when the teacher was so worried that everybody almost left the school, she received a phone call from the neighbor, told her that the mother may went missing, and the last time she saw the mother was actually around 2 p.m. The teacher then contacted the grandparent, but the grandparent also didn't know where the mother went. Just when everybody was so worried about what happened, the father suddenly showed up at the elementary school around 8 p.m. She told the teacher, "Don't worry about it," and she brought the two kids back to their home. When the grandmother and grandfather called the father said the mother decided to went to other places after she separating with her, and he said that they both went camping earlier this afternoon. That's why he was late, came back and picked up his kid from the elementary school. The police checking on his alibi, looking at his van and everything inside the van. So it seems like the husband has some alibi and evidence, so the police have to change the tactic and talk to the son and trying to find what happened. And the son said that after their father picked them up and bring them home, and the father told them that the mom disappeared. So they didn't know why the father would or the husband would tell the kids to say that, but that's how the information got from the police. The police find out the other information about the husband. He never have a very stable job, but the wife is always success. So that may lead to some kind of clue for the police to discover what happened. While the police continue to gather more evidence, they accidentally find out that the husband actually pulled the insurance for the wife 5 years ago, even with their children, and that kind of scared the police. So of course there are more evidence pointing out that the husband may be the one who set out the trap and trying to kill the wife. They still cannot find the direct evidence against the husband. Therefore, the process of investigating how the wife went missing has been postponed. However, more information came out to the news. More information revealed the husband actually could be the murderer. And even his coworker told the police that one time during the party, he told the coworker that if he want to kill his wife, he may dump his wife at somewhere located at Chicago. The husband decided to run away with his 2 children and with the help from his brother. So they went from Chicago probably to other state to live with the husband's father. And after a couple of months, they saw the website. The website is talking about the husband's wife was actually have an affair with the other man, and they ran away. And more ironic thing is, the husband's father even going to the news and tell everybody that, yeah, she went away with other men. So that was just very ironic, and the police have to continue to investigating to find out if they're telling the truth. This is the husband's father
very
goes to the
sexual with me.
news
She
and
was
tell
very
the reporter about
flirtatious.
this.
I mean, I'm her father-in-law, and she would do a lot of things that I mean, she did it. I did. I mean, we interacted in a lot of sexual.
Just when everybody start to doubt about the wife, the police actually find a very good evidence, such as that the husband's father was trying to manipulate it and spreading the false information, because they find the good evidence from this secret person and telling them that everything was fake. They even link about that website was created by the husband and the father. So it's very creepy. And the worst part about this criminal mental health story was the father actually secretly videotaped his own daughter-in-law.
I've really fallen in love with you. The last year and a half, you're about the only thing we can think about.
Married to your son, and I should just be the daughter-in-law.
And you know the worst part about all this? When the wife told the husband about the harass from his father, he said he trusts his own father and he won't do that. So he didn't trust whatever his wife say. So after the court decided to separate between the husband and the children, and one time the social worker bring the 2 children back to their home, but the husband was crazy. He brought those 2 kids inside to the house and he burned the whole house away. So 3 of them passed away at the time. When the ambulance went there, was too late. The grandparent was so angry, they decided to sue the social service about this mispractice, and the court rejected at first, and the second time when they file again, they win the lawsuit. But the social worker is innocent, so they fine the social service about 20 million. And then, but the grandparent decide to donate those money to the people in need, such as domestic violence wife or people who suffer from dysfunctional families. Everyone was so shocked because those 4 people used to be a wonderful family people are jealous about, but now, everything fall apart. The court continued to process this case, and they never gave up the time to looking for the wife. But until this point, they still cannot find the missing wife, her body, nothing. And the husband's father also sentenced to jail for 7 years. And once he got out, he got a heart attack and passed away a couple years ago. And the whole family, the father, the 2 children, all passed away as well. And the brother who helped the husband also committing suicide. So that's the end of the story. As a social worker, we often think, how can we help people, the family like this? But sometimes there are no solution.